Question 7. In the factory there are two machines. Machine A makes spoons, machine B makes forks. So look here, machine A makes 180 spoons every hour. Machine B can make 240 forks per hour. Both machines start at 9 o'clock on Monday morning. Okay? Both machines are stopped for maintenance after 450 spoons have been produced. Okay, so calculate the time at which the machines were stopped for maintenance, and there's a second bullet point as well. We'll come to that later on. So let's see what time they were stopped. So 450 spoons were produced after 9 o'clock. Now, if you look at the spoon situation, right, it's 180 spoons produced per hour. Okay? 180 spoons produced per hour. Now we've produced 450 spoons. That's what the factory's done, 450 spoons. So 180 spoons per hour. Now we can then double that, so that would be 360 spoons in 2 hours. We need to get to 450. So we've got quite close to it. We've got 360. Let's think about how many more we need now. We're going to need to get from 360 to 450. We're going to need another 90, aren't we? 90 spoons. Now, if 180 spoons are produced in 1 hour, we can figure out that 90 spoons will be produced in half an hour. Okay? So we've got situation built up here now where 180 spoons produced in an hour. That means 360 will be produced in 2 hours, just doubling it. But of course, if I want 450 spoons, I need to consider then another 90. And 90 spoons then is half of 180. So instead of it taking an hour, we take half an hour. So adding these together, these two here, we get 450 spoons in 2.5 hours. So if they start at 9 a.m. on Monday, if we add on 2.5 hours, then the machine will be shut down at 11:30 a.m. on Monday. Now, that's bullet point 1 answered. Then it's bullet point 2 is the number of forks produced between 9 a.m. okay, and when the machines were shut down. So how many were produced in this time? Well, 2.5 hours. If we look at machine B that creates forks, that does 240 forks per hour. Okay, so in 2.5 hours, we will need to multiply this by 2.5, or we could take our time on it. We could do 480 forks in 2 hours, and then to get the other half an hour, of course, well, 240 forks in an hour, so in half an hour it would be half of this, so 120 forks in half an hour. So in total, 2.5 hours, 480 plus 120 would be 600 forks that were produced, and that's it, job done.